When I was younger, I lived in a Christian family, but we weren't really practicing. I needed something to just fill that void I had without faith. And so I tried going to different religions, and I tried going to different substances and hanging out with the wrong crowd, but nothing really kind of got to me. One day, my dad brought me to a Christian school, and I met Robbie Fredette. And he was a great friend. We hung out at school, and one day he asked me, "Hey, why don't you head over to U-Turn?" And I said, "Sure, I guess. I mean, it seems like it would be fun." So I go over to U-Turn, and actually that night, there's a speaker there. Towards the end, he started doing like these weird healings. And what was going through my mind was, this is really weird. It feels like I'm on one of those TV shows where like people like rolling over the ground and stuff like that. I thought as a joke I should go up, you know, try to prove him wrong, because he's healing all these people, but obviously it's not real, right? So when I was about 15, I was pushing carts up a hill, and I slipped and I fell on my shoulder. And so I went to the doctors, and I figured out that I tore my rotary cuff, and that I wouldn't be able to lift my arm past my shoulder. So I went up, and so he says, "What's the problem with you?" And I said, "Oh, I hurt my shoulder." So I said, "Okay," and he put his hand on my arm. And then he started praying. And then the second he started praying, I could feel things moving and like popping inside my shoulder. And just this entire like feeling of like this warm holiness went down my arm. And since then it was like I could just feel there's just this amazing aura around my arm. After that happened, he asked me to lift my arm all the way up. And obviously I didn't think it was going to work. And so I lifted my arm about halfway. And then so I tried doing it most of the way, and I lifted it all the way up. And I fell to my knees and I started crying, because this amazing feat just happened in front of me, that my arm got healed within the 2 seconds that he was praying for me. I just couldn't understand like what just happened. I walked up thinking that nothing would happen, that I'd prove this guy wrong, and just my arm miraculously healed. I went back up to Rob, and I was just like, "What is this? This is crazy. This guy like some voodoo doctor or something like that." And he says, "No, you're doing anything. It's great." And he pulls me back to the other side, and right there is, he prayed with me, and I accepted Christ. God helped me through so many things, like the death of my sister, and my mother, who's currently hospitalized. But little things like things I found in the Bible, things that I've heard from other people, things I've heard spoken at this church, have just impacted me so much. And I just know that God's with me. I know that God's going to be with me through all those things.